What's up, guys? I'm Bryce, Gardner, talking with Erik, Ruck about the Koal Classic Fish. Board's been in the line for a while, huh?
It has. About 20 years ago, Jason Stanley hit the Blue Room and pretty much, brought hand-shaped surfboards to wake surfing. And the Koal Fish was the first.
Yeah, Koal's kind of an interesting name for the board. Do you know where it came from?
Well, the very first one was black, like Koal, and us being Ronix, we took a C, turned it to a K, and you have the Koal. The Koal being in the line for 20 years, one of our first surfers, still in the line, it's a classic. Who is the rider that you're gonna gear this board for?
Yeah, I think the reason why the board's been in the line for so long is because it addresses the needs of a lot of different styles of wake surfers, surf style construction, kind of a universal fun board for everybody.
For sure, without a doubt. I mean, it's a board that throughout the years I have gone back to. It was the first, Ronix surfer that I really fell in love with. My wife loves riding it. It's her go-to. When we bring it on the boat, it's generally the board that new riders or people that haven't previously rode it gravitate towards, and they keep riding it, and a lot of them end up getting one afterwards. So it's definitely hits all the check marks in all the boxes.
Friendly, kind of swallowtail, tip flip, catches you a little bit when you're coming down the top of the wave. I always kind of like too, the rails they're soft, but they're kind of like a lower rail, so they kind of are a little sharper than just like a rounder rail, so you get a little bit more control with the lower rails, but they're still soft, you know what I mean?
Another thing, talking about my wife riding it, is she liked mine so much that I ended up having to get her, a woman's version because she loved the graphics and just loved that it was a board geared for ladies also.
And I guess that's a good question. What sizes, what are the size differences between the men's version and the women's version?
So for the Koal Fish, the sizing, for men's, we have a 4.6, a 5.0, and a 5.6. And in the ladies range, we have a 4.5, a 4.10.
And that's it.
And that is it.
The other thing too, I mean, fin-wise, it's nice having a 4-inch outside fin and a 3-inch center. Riding it with the center fin kind of frees it up a little bit, makes it a little bit less catchy. If you want a super locked-in feel for maybe a beginner rider, you can rock all 3 fins, or if you want to kind of do some hacks and stuff, rock the twin fin with the 4 inches on the outside.
Exactly, without a doubt. We talk about all these boards and fin setups. Having 3 fin setups gives you that versatility. I know so many people that like to make it pivoty, riding the outside 2 fins. I know people like Parks likes to have that old school feeling. He'll only ride that board with a center fin on it. And, for those beginners, finning her up is a nice option to have. But let's dig a little bit deeper into the construction.
Yeah, I mean, hand-shaped surfboard, wood laminates top and bottom, gives it that dampening feel like some of the other boards in the line. And the other thing that I think is cool about the Koal Fish is the polished look on the top and the bottom.
Super clean.
Yeah, polishing the resin and making it look really, really crispy, and yeah, it's just a great finish on a cool hand-shaped board. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do have to say, the consistency of 20 years of a board. I mean, it's always been just an absolute banger of graphic and a look on a board.
How do you think that shape feels when you're riding it? When you're kind of looking down at the board, you're seeing the wood, kind of that cool tip going in, and then feeling that swallowtail behind you. When you're surfing it, what are you feeling when you're riding?
Well, I've always really loved just a fish shape in general. I like the way it releases. I'm a 2 outside fin kind of guy because I like that pivoty feeling. I like being able to wash the back, and also a swallowtail. A fish style board, I always feel like releases so well for airs. It has a great surf style side cut, so you can really come out, make big, deep bottom turns. It's super reactive, especially when you're riding the 2 outside fins. And yeah, I would say just it's really free, being able to break it loose, but have the fins when you need them, and it just kind of is a really comfortable board to be able to do really what you want to do on the water.
For sure. Yeah. It's cool too. I mean, seeing so many of them out there, the board's pretty popular, shape-wise, construction-wise. It checks a lot of boxes. It's cool seeing, you know, Koal fishes, old fishes, up in people's racks out on the water. You know, the Koal fish being in the line for so long, Ruck, how do you feel the Koal fish has been a part of the evolution of wake surfing?
Well, I mean, since the Koal came out, wake surfing has changed so much, from the boats, the size of waves, skimming, surfing, hybrids, you know. But, you know, something about an icon is a board or a product that can, you know, make very subtle little changes throughout a 20-year span and stay relevant. If you look at a Porsche, you look at nice watches, something can stand the test of time with very minute changes, and that's the true definition of what an icon is.
The Koal Classic Fish.
There you go.